Hello and welcome to News Mobile Quick Facts from G20 Leaders Summit. I'm Saurabh Shukla. The G20 Leaders Summit started today in Delhi and with two big sessions which have happened, which is One Earth and One Family. What does it signify? Clearly, the emphasis was on tackling the biggest challenge of climate change by making sure that the developed world gets funds which it requires to fund some of these clean technologies. So that's something which was discussed. One Family was all about making sure that you can prevent conflicts, also to make sure that in an era of economic inequality, the world can bounce back, and in a post-pandemic phase, you can make sure that we have something like a financial inequality that gets reduced. What was the other big takeaway? The other big takeaway was that African Union got inducted formally in G20 as the 21st member, and India obviously championed the cause. There were some naysayers, and obviously people are talking about China. Xi Jinping not coming to Delhi summit clearly wanted to signal that they didn't want India's presidency to promote African Union to be part of this grouping, because obviously China's debt trap diplomacy in Africa is very well known, and you know that that the Chinese have been indulging in games there, and clearly it was India's voice by rallying both developed and developing countries together. It got African Union inducted as a 21st member, which also democratizes this grouping of 19 countries and one European Union, and now African Union joining in. The third big issue that I want to talk about is the Prime Minister's speech today clearly mentioned what is India's core concerns, whether it's cyber security, whether it's terrorism. Prime Minister did put that into perspective. Also, he spoke about Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. The clear message was that India, with its pluralistic democratic traditions and the fact that the G20 meetings were held all across the country, wants to convey to the world that India stands for the last mile connect for its citizens. And G20, through G20 meetings, that was communicated. Clearly, the focus on cybersecurity and terrorism is somewhere because it also impacts people economically, globally. And that's the reason why India brought that into the ambit of the G20 Leaders Summit. We'll keep coming back to you, but thanks for watching News Mobile, and do do follow us on www.newsmobile.in, and also our Hindi website, News Mobile Samachar, on www.newsmobile.in/Hindi.